tell by my intro, this is all about fall. So we're starting fall. I got my fall bow. We're starting fall diets. It's time for a change, like the weather. It's time for a change. Hi, my dieteers. I was gonna say Mouseketeers, but I didn't want Disney coming after me, infringing on their copyright of their name, Mouseketeers, just in case. So hello, dieteers. So today I've got the magic wand for you. Getting rid of all your fat. Here it comes, it's coming off. So I wondered how everybody did over the week, or however it's been, 10 days or so, how you did with your journals. Did any of you do a journal? Yes, I hope you've kept your journals this week. I know my gal pal there, I met her the other night at football practice. Hi, Danielle. She was trying to eat, or she was eating, and she thought to herself, what would Barb say? What would Barb say? So I laughed, but I thought, okay, if I made a difference in just one person that actually thought about what they were putting in their mouth, that was like the best thing ever. And everybody wants to make a difference in somebody's life. And I hope that I can make a difference in yours and have you concentrate on the foods that you eat. I did my journals. I watched for like 2 days on what I eat, and it was not pleasant. I mean, I knew I was bad, but I wanted to do everything like I normally would do. So I didn't do so good, actually. So my first day, here we go. I'm just gonna read you my first day, because my first day was like not so great. But I got up in the morning, and my husband brought me coffee, like he does every morning, and I had 2 cookies. So, but my cookies don't count because I dunk them in the coffee, and they kind of get soft, and they just kind of go down, so they don't really count. You're not really chewing them, so those calories don't count. And then, I had that, and then for breakfast I had sunny side up egg, well, 2, a piece of toast, and 2 pieces of bacon because we went out to breakfast. And then I come home, and a couple hours later I had a biscotti because I wanted something to chew. So I had a nice long biscotti with the chocolate on top. And so I had that, and then sometime in the afternoon I made my husband lunch, and I had a half of egg sandwich on good Italian bread. I didn't have wheat bread, so that was not so great. And then in the afternoon, my granddaughter came over and wanted to make chocolate chip cookies, so we made chocolate chip cookies. And so you know how it is when you have cookie dough. So we had cookie dough. Well, she actually put me on the floor and sat on me, and she shoved it in my mouth. So that was not my fault. It wasn't my fault. That was strictly her fault. I mean, she just said, oh no, you're gonna eat this cookie dough or else. So I didn't want to upset my granddaughter. So I ate cookie dough. We managed to get some of the cookie dough in the oven to make actual cookies, but some of it didn't make the oven. Anyway, so we had that. And then for dinner, oh, I was so good. I had made hamburgers for everybody, but I just had a hamburger, but I didn't have the bun, so I thought I did pretty well. But I didn't count the potato salad that I had with it. Okay, then my granddaughter made chocolate pudding. I'm not raising her right with all these sweets. So she made homemade chocolate pudding, and so we had chocolate pudding for dessert. So somewhere along the lines of 9 o'clock at night, my husband was hungry, and so I gave us each a bowl of chocolate chip ice cream. Yeah, so my day kind of stunk, and my second day I wouldn't even go on to tell you, but it was just as bad. And I thought, OMG, no wonder. You see, you don't count those things. I mean, she's keep running in the kitchen, and I knew I was doing it, but I wanted to just do what I normally did. So about the 3rd day, I started to really super pay attention to what I was doing, and I actually stopped myself. So when I went in to grab a biscotti, or I went in to grab something, I actually stopped and said, nope, you're not going to do that. And I would have a piece of cheese. I bought some cheese, some string cheese. I had a piece of string cheese. So I was really starting to pay attention to what I was doing for the rest of the week. Not necessarily dieting, but paying attention to what I was doing. And by Saturday, I was actually, my good news is that I told you the other day, maybe not good news for you, but for good news for me, I lost 3.5 pounds. So I was pretty pleased. Speaking of that, I did stock up on my Slim Fast because I'm not being paid to promote Slim Fast, but I do like that for a meal. I mean, either a breakfast, I kind of like it for lunch. And I bought the Atkins bars that I showed you in the last video. I do love those. So they're good for that afternoon snack that I want the munchies, that I really could eat a cookie, so I did do that. So I haven't been on the scale today because yesterday I took the grandkids, me and my husband, to the cider mill, and I had the donuts, the cinnamon donuts with the cider, two glasses of cider, and I knew I shouldn't, but it was tradition that we go to the cider mill. I did it. So today I've been really, really good. We did go to breakfast this morning. I had 2 sunny side up eggs. One I gave to my husband, and I had 2 pieces of bacon, and I only had a half a piece of the toast and tomatoes. So I did pretty good. And then for lunch, I'm actually just having lunch now, and I'm doing my Slim Fast, and I'm doing pretty good. So I paid attention to what I was doing, and that's the main thing that's important, to pay attention to what you eat. And I think no matter what diet you go on to, you've got to pay attention. I mean, I know the keto diet is going around big, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, and there's still foods that you have to eat. You have to maintain portion control, I'm sure. I don't know enough about it, but I'm sure there's portions. You can't just stuff your face with certain things that you like. I can't attest to that because I didn't read up on it, but it's just like anything, whether it's Atkins, Weight Watchers, whatever. You're given a certain amount of food that you're supposed to eat, and that's what you have to eat. And anything over that is going to sabotage your diet plan. I mean, I know when I was on Weight Watchers, as you know, and we did it back in the day where we counted points. I don't know, they have a new plan out today. But when I counted points, and you were allowed to eat everything on Weight Watchers, and you probably still are, but you could have a chocolate chip cookie, but you had to count it. So it was like 2 points depending on the size of the cookie. I don't remember. So I would just fit the points into my diet for the day. So I had, like, if it was 2 points, I had 6 chocolate chip cookies. I can't remember the points that you were allowed per day. Is it 22? So I would just eat, 6 or 7, 6 chocolate chip cookies. Sweets are my downfall, and I would count them as my points. So I didn't really lose that great, but I loved it. But no, but truth be told, you have to watch what you put in your mouth, whether you count them or whether it's a structured diet that you have to go on. You just have to watch what you put in your mouth. And portion control is the biggest thing that you can do for yourself. And I told you, I hope you went and bought those little plates, because when you have those sections in your plates, that doesn't mean that you can, neatly, make little castles with your food until they, it's up high. You gotta make sure that it doesn't go above the little lip if you want to do right portion control. So I think portion control is the key, and I think if you do that, no matter what plan you're on, and if you don't feel like dieting, and if you're thinking there, oh, I don't want to do this, like I went shopping, and I'm not a big fruit and vegetable person. I'm just not. And so I didn't want to stock up on strawberries and berries because I won't eat them. I mean, they go to waste. I do like a halo or clementine once in a while. That's my biggest fruit. And vegetables, I mean, I can eat carrots and celery if they're dunked in ranch something or some dip of some sort, and they're all covered up, and you're eating just, a little bit of carrot and a lot of dressing. but I'm not a big vegetable person. So for myself, I've decided to just pay attention to what I eat, watch my portions, but eat everything that I enjoy, because I'm not gonna do anything that I don't like. And above all, don't do anything that you can't do for your whole family. I think I mentioned that before. If you're gonna watch your weight, eat the foods that you feed your family, because if you have to make something separate for yourself and then for your family, you've sabotaged your eating program right from the get-go, because you're not gonna do it. You may do it for a couple of days because you're all gung-ho, you know, it's fall. As you can tell by my intro, it's fall, it's time for a new beginning. We're starting here. And you know, you may do it for a few days, but you're gonna get pretty sick of you know, just cooking for yourself separate, unless you can pre-cook on one full day and have it ready. But most of you are so busy, like myself, you just don't have time to do that. So just eat what your family eats, and let's go. Let's get on this bandwagon. Are we ready to get? I gave you your magic wand, and you're all set. And like I say, Sam's Club had these on sale today. The Slim Fast, the 20 milligrams, 20 grams of high protein. It's got 1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of net carbs. And I don't know what all the ingredients in there, if it's bad or good, but I love it. Gives me a lot of energy. And they were on sale today at Sam's Club, 15 in a pack for $19.96. So I thought that was a good thing. It'll last me probably 15 days because I only do one a day. So check out a Sam's Club near you if you like Slim Fast. You can probably make your own if you have, you know, skim milk, and you know what to do. I mean, you know where to cut. You know, like cut your milk, cut this, cut. You know how to do it. So let's go. Are you ready? Put in the comments if you've done a journal. I would love to hear in the comments if you've done a journal and what you were surprised at. Put in the comments how many pounds that you have. I gotta watch my Pennsylvania accent. But how many pounds you want to lose? Just #5, #7, and then check in a couple of weeks on one of my videos and put your hashtag in there, what you've lost. And maybe we'll do another diet check-in, maybe, I don't know, maybe before Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. So give you time to concentrate on what you're doing and how you're doing it. So are we ready to get started? I hope we are. And please subscribe to my channel. And thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. Gosh, I so appreciate you. I was just this little girl with 42 subscribers, and I'm growing slowly but surely. And I just hope to get up to where some of you are. I'm working really hard at it. But subscribe, pass me around to your friends, and hit the little bell, because that's how you're going to get all my updates and your notifications. And you know, at least when the notifications come, you'll know I'm out there and I have something hopefully good to say. So please do that for me. I would appreciate it. Pass me around, and I love you guys. So are we ready? Now it's time to say goodbye to all our fattening food. DIETISON. Let's go. Love you guys. Let's go, ladies. Let's go, ladies. Oh, darn it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go, ladies. Bend those knees. Let's go burn some calories. Good luck.